Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So today I'm here at the Volkswagen showroom and the car I'm here to take a look at is this. It's the new 2021 Golf GTI, and before we go ahead and take a look at the design of the car, I'll tell you the price of the car over here in Saudi Arabia. So it starts from 165,000 riyals, and I'll show you the specifications over here. So it has a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with 245 horsepower. This model over here has the 7-speed automatic, and the color over here, this color is called the King's Red Metallic, and this has the optional 19-inch wheels, and you can see the highlighted features this car has over here, and this is the price, 165,800. So now that the price is out of the way, so let's start with the design changes when compared to the regular Golf. So for the GTI, they have obviously added the GTI badge, and they have changed the full bumper, the front bumper from the lower down section. You can see that it's now the full width of the car, and in higher end models you also get LED fog lamps. I'll leave a picture up so that you can get an idea of how it looks. Then you see that you have a full width LED that goes all the way, so it looks like an eyebrow or something, and it looks pretty aggressive because of that. I think this one has a black pack, otherwise this line above the LED usually comes in red color. So that's the only changes in the front, nothing else. So let's take a look at the side now. So on the side also there are not much changes, but as you can see over here, we have the optional 19-inch wheels. You get 18s I believe, and this one has Hankook rubber. I think in other regions you get Michelin's. It depends on country, I mean. Then you get red brake calipers, and you can see the discs are very nice and big. So that just gives a hint at the stopping power of this car. Then we have this GTI logo over here on the fender, and usually this comes in body colored, but as I told you, this has the black package, so the mirror housing is in black. Then lower down we have a side skirt which comes out a bit, and obviously it helps with the aero. But overall the changes on the side, there's nothing much else, but there are something mechanical changes. Overall the car is 15 millimeters lower, and you get two options for suspension. One is standard coil spring sport suspension, or you can get adaptive also. And obviously with the adaptive suspension you get different options like comfort, sport, and you can change the damping according to that. So let's head to the back now. So here at the back, obviously nothing more. It looks pretty similar to the standard Golf, but you have this roof spoiler over here which extends out, and it gives a nice sporty look. Then we have this new lights, LED lighting system, which Volkswagen has given the brand name IQ Light, and it looks really nice. It has pretty nice details inside. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up, but it looks really good. Then lower down we have no diffuser design or something, but you can see we have real exhaust pipes which are pretty big and they look good. It's good to see real exhaust pipes in 2021. And then there's nothing else over here, so that sums up the changes. Now while we are outside, I'll also show you the engine bay so that you get an idea of how it looks. Okay, so here's the engine bay of the car, and it does not have gas struts, which would be nice at the price that this car comes. It would have made it a bit more premium, but Volkswagen said due to pedestrian safety rules they had to go with this, but I'm not sure why. They could have easily done that. Then the engine, as I said, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine with 245 horsepower. It's the similar power as the previous year's performance pack Golf GTI. So there's also room for more, and that goes with the Club Sport. The Club Sport model comes with 300 horsepower, and then we all know there's the Golf R which has 320. So that's all we can see in the engine bay. I think in other international markets you get two more variants of the GTI. The I obviously stands for the petrol engine. Then we get a GTE model, I believe, which is a hybrid. and we get a GTD, which is a diesel. I believe all of them have very similar power outputs at 245. So that's all for the engine. And now we'll head inside. This is the key. When Volkswagen have removed all physical buttons, and now all of these are touch capacitive. They do catch a lot of fingerprints, and that makes it look dirty. But I think Volkswagen could have added a bit more style to this key fob by adding the GTI logo. And you can see if the animation when the light sequence, I mean, when I lock it and when I unlock it, and that's the only animation. We don't have any sequence lighting. And you can see the power folding mirrors open up when I unlock the car. So as you can see, let's start with the door card as I always do. So this is soft touch, and this is in cloth trim, and you can see the hexagon design repeated over here. Let me bring the camera closer. And it also has ambient lighting over here. You can see that. It gives it a nice sporty look. Then these are the door handles. I think they're aluminium. Yeah. And then these are the window controls and the rear view mirror, I mean the side mirrors. And you have a space, I mean the handle for closing the door. And then these are the storage pockets in the door. They're lined with felt and they're pretty big. I think it's a good place for storage, any bottles or anything you can keep, and they won't rattle around due to the felt lining. So that's nice. So now we are here at the seat, and I'll show you the seat from the top. These are the sport seats which you get with the GTI, and as in a classic GTI fashion, you have this tartan design, cloth design I mean. So this design has been famous for most of the GTI when it started off. This seat over here has the manual controls for the height adjustment, the back adjustment over here, and also here. It's totally manual control. There's no electric seating currently in this. I think we get it as an option. I'm not sure. So let me just lower the seat down and make it comfortable for me to get in. So I am here in the interior of the Golf GTI, and after lowering the seat, I can say it's pretty comfortable now. I've got plenty of room and it feels comfortable. So let me just start the car systems, and you can see the starter button is pulsing. The car wants you to start it and take it for a drive. So let's press this engine start button, and all the systems are on. So let's start with the dashboard design first. So it's soft touch here, and again we have that honeycomb pattern over here with the ambient lighting that goes all the way to the end. Then the AC vents also follow through that design and go all the way till there, and I think that looks pretty good. It gives you a nice cockpit design. The sport seat, as I was saying, despite me being a big guy and I'm not having any issues, I'm feeling pretty comfortable in the car, and I think everybody will like these sport seats, even though they are a bit body hugging, but all people of all sizes should be fine over here. Then these are the light controls over here. These are the light controls like the indicators and everything. And over here we have the wiper controls. And the steering wheel itself, it's a really nice design with obviously it's a leather steering wheel. It feels good in the hand. It's not very thick, and it's good. I think when you're driving spiritedly, it will feel nice in your hands. But then we come to the most controversial topic in the steering wheel, and that's these buttons. Some people hate it, some people like it. So by pressing this view over here, it gives a haptic feedback, and when you press it, it does not do anything. I don't know why. You can go press OK, and there we go. There we change the view. This is the main GTI gauges I mean, and then we press one more time. We go to the standard form like the tachometer and the speedometer. Then we press one more time and we get a larger display with your infotainment and time over here. And if you press one more time, we go back to the standard GTI. Also, when we have the navigation system on, it you can show the map fully over here. So this model has this I think this is the smaller touchscreen variant, because you can see that we have clearly more space for bigger screen. So we have knobs for volume, something we don't find often nowadays. And this is the home button. We can go to the home over here, and then we can swipe down to see the electronic stability. Then this is the telephone control, the radio controls, app connects like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Then we are hit home to go back again. This is for sound, the background light. I think you can change it. Yep, it goes blue. You also get blue here. You can press orange, you get orange here, and also the blue. So let's keep it blue for now. It's more easier to see. Then we can see the settings, and you can see all the time, date, and everything you want to change. The touchscreen is really responsive, and we can't do anything else. And then these are the vehicle controls. You can see the car over here. It's not a lot of functionality in this screen. You get more functionality when you go for the optional bigger screen. So that's all we can show. I can show over here for this screen. And then let's go for the storage spaces. These are some of the assistance button. I forgot to show this. This is for the climate control, the parking, and mode selector. Let me show you the mode selector. Yeah, you can go for sport, comfort, eco, or individual. And again, we can press that to go back. These are the hazard lights. Then we come for storage spaces. We have two USB-Cs. You can see the ambient light lighting up this part over here. But this is a two-part compartment. We have wireless charging over here. You can keep that phone and then close this and keep something else over here. Then we have the start-stop button, as I showed you, and it glows. I don't know why my camera can't show that properly. Then this space here, I'm not sure what is it for, but I think we can just keep the key properly over there. It just fits correctly. Then this is obviously the gear selector for the automatic. You also have a manual 6-speed, but this is a 7-speed, so you get this shifter. This is the parking brake and the auto hold function. Then we come over here, and you can see we have two cup holders. We can remove this. And we can also extend it, I believe. Yep, we push this aside and you get a bigger space, or you press this and you get a cup holder again. You can use it in two ways. So that's done. You have a 12-volt socket also over here. Now we have the armrest. The storage space is not that big, but it stays in different position wherever you keep it, so that's a nice touch. Let me show you the glove box now. And the glove box is a nice big size, and you can fit most of your items there, but it's not lined with felt like the door pockets, but it's okay, I believe. So that's a nice touch. And above we have the light controls. We can hit this button and switch on the lights, and again for closing it. This is the buttons for the automatic sunroof, which this car has over here. It's not a panoramic sunroof, but it's a decent size sunroof, and you have a manual control for the blinds. So that's it in the front. Let me show you the visors also. So basic visors with their LED lights up top. So overall, I can sum this up as being a nice and practical car in the front, and the visibility is generally very nice. Even from the back, the visibility is good. We have some visibility from here also, even though this blocks a bit of the view. And since the mirrors are mounted on the doors, it gives you more room to see in the corners while parking. So that's it in the front. And now let's head to the back. So here we are at the back door, and you can see the opening is not that wide. Maybe I feel that because I'm a big guy. So maybe because of that, and I don't think I can attempt to sit here, but let me just bring the seat up front and then try sitting inside. So let's take a seat inside. Okay, so I am here at the back of the Golf GTI, and you can clearly see when I sit at the front in the driver's seat, there is no room, almost just that much, and it's pretty much useless if I sit in the front of the driver's seat. Nobody can sit behind me. but if an average size person sits in the front, I can just about fit in, and headroom is plenty. You can see I have a bit of headroom, and I'm 6'4", so that should be an idea for you guys that people obviously below 6'4" should be fine easily. So let's see the functionality we have at the back over here. We have these spaces for putting your phone. Then we have another storage space here. The door cards, again lined with felt. You have a nice space for putting bottles or stuff. This part is hard plastic. It's not soft touch like in the front, but overall the general quality feels good. Then the armrest. These are the armrest style which I don't like, because this comes in your elbow space and that's not nice. We have the lights again here, again touch sensitive. So overall, if I have to sum up the back seat of the Golf GTI, it's not much exciting, not a lot of space, but it's okay considering the main part of this car is over there and not at the back seat. So now let's head out and I'll show you the boot space, and then let's hear the sound of the engine. So to open the boot, we have to use this. Okay, it looks like the car locked itself, I don't know why. So let me just open the boot using the key. Okay, now it opens up. So it's not an electric tailgate, but overall you can see the general capacity of the boot. I think it's around 370 liters. It's a nice square shape. You can fit some carry-on luggages over here, not the big ones, but easily the carry-ons. And if you remove this parcel shelf, you can fit taller items also. You can also fold down the seats using the catches there, and if you want to put longer items, that will be helpful for you. So generally speaking, again, pretty normal, nothing much in the back. And also I think we have some storage space here with the space saver wheel and nothing else. So let me just close down the boot. So now what I'll do is I'll show you the sound of the engine. So now let's hear the sound of the car. And you can see, because of it being a sportier exhaust, it has a nice sound. So that's it. I think it has a soft limiter, so that's only the amount of sound you can hear in the showroom. But while you are driving at high speeds, you can hear more. So that was the Golf GTI, and the sound you heard, it was really good. But overall, as you can sum it up, it's okay. It's just a bit more sportier than the average Golf. It looks sportier than the average Golf, and that's about sums it up, the car. It's a bit more spicier version of the normal Golf, but if you want that hardcore performance, you will have to go for the Golf R, because it has a lot of power, 320 compared to 245. So we will be waiting when it launches over here in Saudi Arabia. But overall, I think it's a nice car for overall daily use and some sporty driving, whatever you like. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, thanks for watching, and do leave a like below and hit subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I upload the latest videos. And do help me get to 500 subscribers so that I can get recognized a bit more between the other showrooms and dealers, and get access to better and more higher end cars. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.